Why am I always kicking first? The face.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, guys, cover your gaps. Cover your gaps, guys.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Well, look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35
Wilson held the ball for like 8 seconds.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 21 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Modern-day football games. I hate modern-day football games.
CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's flying by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
So they
and now some serious opening drive momentum.
I don't know. Nobody has
extra
trust in
point
the
up
kicking
and
game
through
no more.
by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The
Well,
kickoff
in
team on the
terms of
field
distance,
now as
yeah.
they will send this one
Accuracy,
away.
not as much.
This one fielded at the 5.
As far as how far they kick, yeah.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A 4th-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 44, Murray.
Oh, my
and
God.
that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Ridiculous.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1, and the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. There's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Secondary hands are like glue in this game.
Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Half the clock, just a question.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Wilson. And Dixon has it.
Oh, I got the ball back.
The ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. His first touchdown of the year.
The good thing, all those cornerback rotation by receivers, they were all places playing man. So I got lucky.
Puts us in a
if they were playing zone, I would have been
right back to even before we start the second half.
But they were playing man coverage.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Completes it to Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo.
Oh, wow.
It's a 58-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over to spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. So a touchdown apiece. That's all right, folks. Eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw, it's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Yeah, he's done, bro. He's done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. A quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28.
You saw that?
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace.
In any other game, that would have.
Money throw
In any
right
other game, that would have
to
been a
move
pick.
the sticks.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now it's Carson. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Wilson, quick. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Their secondary isn't
7
that
yards there and a first down.
This ain't that Niners secondary. That's why Wilson.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off.
That whole tuck and
brings
run
up 3rd.
didn't work there.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Trying to run with the ball.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now is Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made a very...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run it with Carson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 10-7, a little under 50 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Fitzgerald didn't even reach for it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
He said he just shut up this time.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that's certainly applied here.
That's called,
and that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it?
Seattle secondary.
Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Good. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
He was perfect throwing the ball. Perfect. Ooh, excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. You streaming, Kari?
People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here,
I thought you were this whole time.
So hot, no see where all the Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. Doing the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed out and you and the yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
You streaming yet? Stream that, trust.